everybody, it's Stephanie Sparrow. I'm here with my friend Sarah, and a bunch of you guys asked me some questions on Instagram, so I'm going to answer them today. And she's going to join in on some questions because I thought that would be really fun.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Okay, so Emma Luna Star asked Stephanie Sparrow, how did you convince your parents to let you do what you do? For example, dye your hair / layer it.
Well, Emma, I actually live by myself, so I kind of do my own thing, but my mom has told me she really likes how I do my hair. It's an expression of my art, and she's always encouraged that. So, it's just, you know, I do my own thing.
Nice, good answer.
Yeah.
Bodo asked, would you rather eat a plate of cactus or a bunch of chilies with hot sauce?
Well, I'm really not into spicy, so I would actually rather eat the cactus.
I would too, and I hear you can actually order that at restaurants. You get it fried. There's edible cactus that you can actually eat,
like the nopaleas.
Yeah, I hear it's really good.
Yeah.
So Jay Jenister asked, name 3 of your favorite bands.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a really good one.
I'd have to say Black Veil Brides, Rat-a-Tat, and Daft Punk.
For me, I would probably have to say Paramore. I don't care how high school that sounds. Paramore, Goo Goo Dolls, and it would be between Flyleaf and Theory of a Deadman.
And it's so hard to choose because I have so many bands that I really like.
Exactly.
Those are just the ones that I like off the top of my head.
Yeah, like if I was to name like what's on my iPod right now, I would be like, okay, Theory of a Deadman, definitely. Goo Goo Dolls, because I'm in this like 90s stage, and then when Paramore comes on, I'm like, oh my god, I saw them Warped Tour back in 07.
I could spend an entire YouTube video just telling everybody what bands I love.
Yeah,
there's just so many.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Girl Lover asked, what inspired you to become what you are today?
I think a lot of it had to do with my mom being artistic. And I do a lot of artwork, so, I mean, those of you that are on my Instagram see the artwork that I put on there. And it just kind of spreads everywhere, from the floors to the canvas to my hair, obviously. A lot of my inspiration had stemmed from my mom because she's artistic too.
The Freaky Cat asked, where do you get your hair dye?
Well, it depends on what I'm using because I get them from 2 different places. If I'm getting the pink or the red like I have right now, I use Splat, and I actually get that from a store called HEB because it's cheaper.
Here, everything's better. It's a grocery store in the state of Texas.
Yeah. And if I'm using, for instance, the blue that I used, I get it from Sally Hansen's Beauty Supply. I don't like that one as much because it's a semi-permanent, it doesn't last as long.
True.
But the Splat lasts really long, so I prefer to get it from there. So,
and I'm the one that dyes her hair.
Yeah, she is my personal hairstylist. So what you guys see is, it's all her.
So, what are some of the things that mean the most to you? For example, any prized possessions. Oh gosh, I can go on with this question. And you know exactly what I'm going to say.
I have 3, and it's in this order specifically. Blake, my dog Bella, and my PS3.
True. I would say my most prized possessions would be an emerald ring that I got from my grandmother before she passed away, and my shoe collection.
Oh yeah, her shoe collection. This girl is a shoe addict.
It's bad.
You should see how many shoes she has.
I probably have over 200 easily.
I'm a jewelry addict.
Just a Lovely Star asked, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Oh, I love that question.
Okay, mine's kind of obscure. I like the Bluebell cotton candy.
Okay.
What's yours?
Okay, well, I live in Boston, and we have this restaurant called Friendly's. So if anybody's aware of it, they give out this ice cream flavor that's called Vienna Mocha Chunk. And it's coffee ice cream with chocolate chips in it. It is wicked good. It is so good. So
okay, you gotta take me to go try
it. I will. Just a Lonely Star asked, if you were stuck on a deserted island, and what is the one thing you would take with you, and it cannot be electrical or human?
Well, if it was a deserted island, I'd probably have to go with like an essential, like water, because you never know when it's gonna rain.
True.
And you can't drink the water from the ocean because it's salty and it'll just make you go crazy. So I'd probably make sure that I had an endless supply of water and then just do what I could with food, like go fishing,
right,
collect coconuts, kill small animals, something like that.
I've actually lived on a deserted island when I studied abroad in college.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I can tell you that after living on a deserted island for 6 months, the one thing that I wish I had was either a deck of cards or a hairbrush. Because there is nothing more like annoying than going swimming in the ocean and coming out and you dry off and everything is fine but your hair. So that was the one thing that I was like, oh, I can't brush it with my fingers. And of course you're like bored to death. So deck of cards or a hairbrush would be my option. Outseen Modeling asked, what is the best/worst moment of your life?
I'm gonna go with the best moment of my life. The best moment of my life.
I think she wants both though.
She wants both?
She wants both. We should get both.
Best moment of my life, being born. No, not really.
Yay!
I think.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
I think the best moment of my life had to be whenever I met Blake.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
I know, and yeah, for sure.
And then probably the worst moment of my life had to be like sometime in high school. I think it was like probably freshman or sophomore year. I was really a social pariah, and I didn't have a whole lot of friends. Mm-hmm. And because I wasn't one of the preps or the girls that dressed like, Tommy Hilfiger, Aeropostale, Hollister, I didn't dress like that. I was excluded from the group. My high school was really cliquish.
Yeah.
So I was one of the...
Which one isn't?
I know. I was one of the outcasts, and I had a very small group of friends. Mm-hmm. And it kind of sucked, because the ones that would dress nice would bully the ones that couldn't afford to dress nice. Mm-hmm. But I did have some very close friends because of it, because the rest of us outcasts would band together and it was a much closer, tight-knit friendship because it wasn't superficial.
Right, and it's very interesting to note that even after this worst experience, you were able to gain something positive from it. So that's always a good outlook. If I were to answer this question, I would say the best moment of my life would be either, I'd say when I sang opera at Carnegie Hall back in 2006, or it would be when I graduated college, because I was just so excited after all the hard work I put in that I had done it. Like I said, when I sang at Carnegie Hall, we sang an opera. I got a solo. It was amazing. So to be in New York City was awesome.
That's neat. That's really neat.
The worst moment of my life, I'd say, would be my past breakup, because I moved to Texas for him, and it was very disheartening after I moved here, and we didn't work out. So,
that guy was a jerk.
Yeah. So I think it was...
without him.
I'd say that was one of the worst moments of my life. I did lose a good friend in a car accident, which was bad, but I think... after moving on from that, and just emotionally having to move here for somebody that didn't want to be with you, that was hard. But I've become stronger because of it, and I've learned to fight through it, and that there's more to life than that. So it's something that I'm actually proud of. And if I didn't move to Texas, I never would have met you. So.
Aww.
True. So Ryan Terror Crew 8 asked, when did you become seen? What do your parents and friends think of your style?
Well, I became seen probably my junior year of high school, and I've been seen for a really long time. I've always done my hair like this. I've always liked the style, so I've just stuck with it. My parents think it's really cool. They think it's totally me.
Yeah.
And ask Sarah. She totally loves my hair. Every time I walk in with a new hair color, and after she's gotten done dying it, she's always like, oh my god, I love your hair color, it looks great. Oh, yeah. She always gets so excited.
And I'm the type of person too, like, I'm blonde now, but I've been brown, I've had black hair, I've had pink highlights, I've done it all. So, and I'm the type of person where it's like, if I'm blonde one day, the next day I'm like, make it black. Like, I'm over it. Like, let's do something with it. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Captain Clan asked, how did you cut your hair?
Well, I actually cut my own hair because I had a scarring experience with a hairdresser a few years back, and I wanted the length like this, but they ended up cutting it like a bob in the back, and it was awful. So what I do is I part it in the back, like that, and then I will take a pair of scissors and cut along there, so that it's got all those pretty little layers.
So she's got the angles in the front.
Yeah, I do the angles. And then I will take a regular razor, like a shaving razor, and part my hair like so, and I'll do the razor layers myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of
and a razor cut is actually considered a salon style type of cut. Is a razor cut because the hairdressers use a razor on the blade to trim the hair. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing it by myself for several years now, and I like the results that I do myself, and I have no one else to blame if I mess up. So
Exactly. Dark Tranquility asked, would you rather be a unicorn or a dragon?
Oh, definitely a dragon.
Absolutely
no
a dragon.
natural enemies.
Exactly. And
you can breathe fire.
Oh my god, totally a dragon. That's like asking me about my team Edward or my team Jacob. I mean, Parkit6 asked, who would win in a fight, taco or a cheese sandwich?
I'm going to go with taco because it's Mexican.
I would say a cheese sandwich because I always like to fight for the underdogs. They always got, last guy finished last type of thing. No.
Yeah, but the taco's got more bulk.
Doesn't matter.
It's got more shit
the cheese sandwich got more spunk.
The cheese
got more spunk.
It's just cheese and bread.
Doesn't matter.
Tacos and meat, taco shell.
The cheese could be, but it could be grilled cheese with provolone. You could add so many. Grilled cheese is just limited. You could add tomatoes in it, which makes really, really good on like a whole wheat bread. I mean, you're talking, it's cheese sandwich, but there's no specification, so that'd be a good fight. But I'm going to root for the underdog in this one. Asked, if hot dogs aren't sandwiches, what are they? I don't eat hot dogs, so I don't know. I haven't had hot dogs since I was maybe 12.
Just a hot dog.
Intestine stuck into a sausage that's, kind of projectile into like this form. Yeah, hot dogs are just hot dogs.
Yeah, there's no other. It's not a sandwich.
I don't consider it to be a sandwich
on their own.
Right. I mean, and the thing is, hot dogs you can accessorize, I guess, with ketchup, mustard, and relish, and chili and cheese.
Chili and cheese and onions and mustard.
Don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I'm not a hot dog fan. And when I consider sandwich, I think bread and some sort of actual meat, and not mystery meat.
Yeah, not processed meat.
I wouldn't consider them sandwiches. I would consider them to be something that's like...
They're a genre of their own.
A genre of their own. They're not even in the same category as cheeseburgers, because, I mean, that could be considered a sandwich.
Yeah, but it's all beef.
True. Either way. Chrissy KK asks, do you play any instruments?
I don't right now, but when I was in high school, I used to play the oboe during orchestral season.
Ew.
And then during marching season, I was in percussion. And my freshman year, my freshman through my senior year, I was always in the pit. Mm-hmm. And what that is all of the alternative percussion instruments like the marimba, the djembe, the bells.
The bells. Nice.
All of those really cool instruments. Because I always liked the obscure instruments.
Right, yeah.
I mean, which is why I played oboe.
Exactly. That's really obscure.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to play, too. I was a music major in college. So, as a music major, I did opera and classical piano. So, I can sing opera and I can play classical piano almost fluently.
Let's hear some of your opera.
Oh, God. Not right now. Not right now. That's another video. But, yes, both of those.